Hello there, BoBo the Bitcoiner is back. The market is right now very confused. Right? Bitcoin as well as all crypto market is on the down. Not only that, stock market, all assets, even gold are all down. Why? We'll leave it to another day to discuss. But in such a situation, as we can see, this kind of thing happen normally during a sort of market clash, whether it's big or small. Like pandemic, everything goes down. This is the time to buy, right? Things don't go down forever. If everything goes down at the same time, something is wrong. It will have to come back. Otherwise, economy will never survive. Okay. So today I'm going to talk about will Ethereum overtake Bitcoin in the long run. Throughout history, success of a product is often measured by the adoption, right? Completely new, innovative, and disruptive inventions often takes a longer time for people to accept and adopt. All right, Bitcoin is completely unthinkable kind of technology, and the first to disrupt the century-old financial system. For example, if you look at electricity, it took 30 years to reach 10% globally, 10% adoption, all right, and 60 years to achieve 100%. Then you have the telephone, it took 25 years to reach 10%, and then 90 years to reach 95%. Internet was successful, but it takes almost 20 years to be adopted, right? So Bitcoin is now in its 13 years, all right, and has reached only 1.5% or maybe 2% globally population. The fact that there is no precedent, it takes time for people to understand, learn how to use before acceptance and then adoption. So some technology adopt faster because its predecessor already set the path of work. Mobile phone, for example, is easier since landline has already proven to work. All right. Then comes the smartphone. It accomplished 40% in just 10 years. All right. And another 15 years before it becomes universal. Tablets device achieved in less than 5 years, which is a successor of desktop computer. So those are much easier. So some easier tech utility that offer better usage. You know. Apple has a high rate of adoption because they came out with product that people want. Amazon rate of adoption was high because they popularized the product. They popularized e-commerce, yes. And even that Amazon took 20 years. Remember the .com in bubble in the year 2000? Facebook popularized social media. Same with Google popularized search engine. All these products that achieve high adoption from the utility rate. Bitcoin is totally different. It's extremely difficult to convince people after few hundred years of traditional financial system that there is this new financial system which is better, faster, cheaper, and more honest financial system. It is even more difficult when you talk about it replacing money with Bitcoin. People tend to be concerned and more careful, right? they rather wait for the Bitcoin to prove itself. Well, Bitcoin did, right? In its 13 years of history, not a single every single transaction is authenticated, was never a doubt, always true and correct, always honest, cannot be manipulated, unquestionably recorded in its blockchain for everyone to see, yet not hackable. Despite its stellar clean record, adoption is low, but growing steadily and readily. Ethereum is in its 7 to 8 years now, and its adoption is faster than Bitcoin, simply because Bitcoin already set the path. But utility coin like Ethereum, adding smart contract over Bitcoin, many smart programmer build contract functionality, allowing ICO lah, DeFi lah, NFT, and now metaverse to flourish. Ethereum becomes a community playground where many altcoins are born and interact together. So participating in ICO, DeFi, NFT, and metaverse means you have to adopt Bitcoin. I'm sorry, Ethereum. So its success is measured by adoption alone. Obviously, Ethereum will overtake Bitcoin in that sense. But wait a minute, to adopt Ethereum, one has to adopt Bitcoin also, right? Theoretically, yes, but today Ethereum is moving away from the Bitcoin protocol, right? Abandoning the proof of work for the proof of stake, which we shall discuss in another time, the proof of stake. In the Ethereum community playground, it is highly adventurous space. Big money can be made with smaller money. Many have made their fortune on ICO with little capital, but now it's no more adventure. All right. DeFi is high risk, high return arena. NTF and now metaverse, well, it's the talk of the town today. A lot of money can be made with small capital. That's what makes it so attractive for young investors with small capital. It's a new playground altogether. All right. What are its risks and concerns? Yet to be seen. But people tend to dive in first, then talk later. Okay. After all, no big capital is required. It's always the early birds who catch the worms mentality. Chances of high probability are there. Loss small, win big. People are willing to gamble. Okay. But what differentiates Bitcoin from Ethereum community is trust. After 13 years of solid performance, Bitcoin has gained market trust, not only from retail investors, but from financial institutions as well. That's why Bitcoin is treated as a store value for financial institutions to hedge against inflation, and for retail investors as a saving. It is solid as a rock status. The Ethereum community trust level is questionable. It is who dares win, catch the early birds, move from coin to coin, flip around the community with for every opportunity of gain. For sure, many make a fortune, all right, because they understand and know how to play the game. Most don't, and simply follow the crowd. Many innocent fall victim to scam when the founder pulled the rugs on ICO, which happened, next DeFi, and soon NFT and Metaverse. Honestly, it's a big mess. Programmers came up with new ideas every day. All right, smarter programmer dig out the bugs or loophole and capitalize on it. This happened too often in the in the Ethereum community playground. Obviously, their trust level is low, but people don't care. As long as there is quick money to be made, they are prepared to take the chance. Young people. This is the big difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum will have higher adoption because of the community playground, but Bitcoin will have more trust, higher trust in the long run. While adoption is the key to success, but when it comes to money and finance, trust will ultimately supersede adoption. It's a slow and steady win the race equation. So here we are talking about Bitcoin as a financial store value, safe haven for saving, and Ethereum as an opportunistic adventure, all right, scratching the surface of crypto potential for high risk and high return. So here, so in this way, Bitcoin is a much safer investment, and you can also win big with small capital, right? If you have patience. My question is, why in a hurry? As long as it is solid, proven, cannot be broken, is fundamentally secure and sound, both retail and institution investor will come in one way or another. It's a question of time. It takes time to mature. So my conclusion is, if small money can make you big money quickly, go for Ethereum and the like. Better still, go for Shiba Inu, the dog coin. High risk, but super fast money. Small, lost small, make big and quick. It's definitely gambling, right? Hit and run things. If you want to be sure and steady, buy Bitcoin lah. Small money can make you huge money also. All right. Although you already a little bit late now, those early players, adopters already make a lot of money from there. But if you are happy with 30%, 50%, 100%, and not greedy for fast, then Bitcoin is surely a better bet. Over time, you will definitely make, as demonstrated in the last 13 years. Historical statistics also show that 85% of people who buy Bitcoin make a profit if they know and understand, and not just run like today market, run, we call it weak hand. You don't understand, you run, of course, because market go down. So with 85% people who buy Bitcoin and hold it are making money, isn't that a good assurance? If you are not a gambler, Bitcoin is your best investment with good return over the long run. Right? Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like. See you the next time. Bye-bye.